up during the year. At the end of my career, I actually be in the training room every day, just maintenance as far as keeping your body. So that's very important.
You do a pretty good job taking care of your guys.
Yes. Yeah, he does. He does a great job. So we're staying healthy. We're not so healthy right now, but for the most part, we've been healthy.
20 carries for Marcus last game. About what you want, or is looking for a little more, or
as many as it takes to win. And we try to get some other guys in. Brandon got in there. Baker got in there, did a really good job, but as much as it takes. Depends on how the game goes.
Did Kenny have a setback with his wrist? It seemed like Thursday he was doing all right, and then Saturday he didn't play.
I don't know. I don't know that he was doing okay at any point in time. I think he's been healing up, but it's just healing slowly. So that's probably a question for Clint, but I don't really know as to if it got better and then it got worse. But
gotcha.
I just know come game time he wasn't ready.
You expecting him to be ready Saturday?
I don't know for sure. He's out here practicing though, so that's the thing that's important. He's not wearing a yellow jersey. He's out here trying to catch balls, doing all that stuff, and he's catching them pretty well. It just depends on how he feels as he goes through practice, get it banged on, all kinds of stuff. So we'll see. I think it's a game time decision.
Would you consider Brandon the depth is number 2 right now if Kenny can't go, or is it still open between him and Eric?
It's still open. It just depends on, Brandon did well last week. Eric did some good things. It just depends on how the game goes. I think that they both will play.
Is there such thing as a big play mentality, a big play player? Is that something that sets a guy apart, that makes him? Is it something in a guy that makes him be able to rise to the occasion in big plays, or is that just good players make big plays and that's
what
kind
I
of the end
think.
of it?
I think if you're a good player, you're always prepared to make a big play, and you don't know if it's going to be a big play. It could be the third play of the game. It could be the last play, but just be ready to make that play when it comes your way. So, that's usually a guy that's always pressing his opponent, and when the play comes his way, he's ready for it.
How much do y'all preach that? Be ready, because any time you touch the ball could be that play.
Always.
Yeah.
I always do with my guys, and Coach Spurrier always talks about being ready and playing that play out throughout the whole play, through the echo of the whistle, and trying to do the things the right way.
Obviously, in 2 games last year against Auburn, you guys really struggled to run the football, but obviously they're a lot different this year defensively. What do you see compared to the Auburn defense last year versus the Auburn defense this year?
I see some young guys, but I see some very athletic guys. Very athletic. They hit hard. They make some plays. And that's the biggest thing for us. We know that we're still facing a tough defense. Yeah. They don't have all the seniors they had last year, but they still got some guys that are very athletic, very good.
Does Marcus like that matchup versus Michael, in terms of being the top 2 recruits from a couple of years ago?
I don't know. He hadn't said a word about that. I think the most important thing for him is helping his team win in whatever way that may be.
Coach, switching to spoke to Brandon Wild a second ago. He seems to have a pretty high football IQ for a true freshman. Is that something that you picked up on, and does that help him? Has that helped him pick up the offense so far?
Well, yeah, he does have a good football IQ. He understands the protections, which is something that's very important, and you usually don't have freshmen, have the ability to do that. But he's done well with it, so we'll see. Under pressure, you got to be able to do those things, and he's made some plays. So we'll see if we can make some plays in the game next week.
Was Eric pretty excited to finally get back on the field and get a carry after 2 years?
I think he was.
Yeah.
He was excited about it, and he looked pretty good. It was a short yardage carry. He had 2 there, pretty close together, and he did a good job. Biggest thing, you just worry about him not having good pad leverage, and he had really good pad leverage, so he did well.
How would you describe the flow of the offense so far this year?
How would I describe it? It's been pretty good. I think at times every position had mistakes here or there, and I think that's the thing that we're trying to shore up. Just that everybody's on the same page on one play, and everybody's playing the way they're supposed to play on one play, and then go to the next play. So, that's the key for us, and that's the thing that I tell my backs. We got to do our job, whatever it is, on that one play for our offense to be successful.
With so many guys coming back from last year, you kind of surprised that maybe everybody's not on the same page as much as you'd like?
No, every season is its own season, So you have guys that last year, made some plays or did this or that, but you have to, this is a new season, so you have to do those things together. And the most important thing is just, studying and knowing exactly what we're gonna do, versus our opponent on every single play, every single down and distance, whatever it may be, situational, whatever it may be.
You see this as a big
Last
stage.
question
You
for
see this
Coach.
as a big stage for Marcus being CBS national TV game on Saturday?
I don't even think about it that way. You know, the way I think about it is we're going in to play a football game versus Auburn. You know, and it's not, you know, Marcus's game. He'd say the same thing. It's a team thing. It's for our team, you know, to go out there and play the best that we can play.
Have you had to scold him for the 2 penalties he got last game?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, just like, you know, all the players.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's important. You can't have a holding, you can't have a block in the back. So, you know, that's the things that we talked about. And he knew right at the time it happened. You know, those are the things that can't have penalties that set back the team. So.